Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central. Live from the Possum Palace, it's the In Wheel Time car talk show. Coming up, we talk with Pam Parsons from the Saleen Club of America. I got to drive the 2024 Subaru Crosstrek, and I'll give you my impression of it. We'll also have the cruise-in calendar. Conrad has This Week in Auto History, and I'll bring you the stories making automotive news headlines this week as I adjust the volume control on all of the stuff over here because Mr. Mars said we were distorted somewhere, so I'm trying to make amends to everybody. Howdy, along with Mike Out of This World Mars, King Conrad DeLong. We always need more Jeff Zekin. I'm Don Armstrong. So glad that you could join us on this Saturday here on the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show, sometimes known as the Possum Palace. Now, here is the story behind the Possum Palace. Mm-hmm. This week, what was it? I guess yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah.
I came out here to the studio, and I found that the wire that we are actually broadcasting through out of our studio here and onto the internet,
40 countries,
had been chewed in two.
Oh.
And I called Mr. Mars and I said, we got a problem. Oh, what's that? What? Oh, what's the problem? What's the problem?
I need to buy more wires? Really?
Yeah, oh, good.
It's
It's my favorite thing to do. I'm going to go out and buy some more wires. I said, well, just hold on. Let's just find out what we've got here because the wire was chewed in two. He says, what did that? And I said, well, it looks to me like it's a rat. Well, it's kind of a rat. It's a possum.
Yeah, in the rat family.
In the rat family. Well, I don't think so. It's a marsupial.
Yeah.
So it's not
in the kangaroo family.
Well, I guess it would be in the kangaroo family. It's got a tail and everything.
Turn my mic on or no?
No.
Your mic is on.
Okay.
Why, can't you hear yourself?
No.
Really? Well,
That'd be a good thing.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, well, how's that? A little better for you?
Yeah, it's
all right.
Better.
And so I decided that we needed to find out what the problem was, but in the meantime, get a new wire.
Sure.
So Mr. Mars says, well, in the black box, we've got a wire. And I said, oh, that's fine. That'll work.
We got backup wires for everything.
Everything.
Like NASA.
Because
now we don't because we're out of backup wires.
Pull your microphone a little bit closer.
Continue
there.
the story.
That's part of the problem.
Now we
You
don't.
weren't even here yet. Continue the story.
So Jeff and I, we were here by ourselves in the studio. We decided to battle this because when we walked in the door, Jeff says, wait, I saw something move over there. It's either a rat, I thought.
It was right over here in this area.
Right there.
In my area, of course.
Yes, it was over there, and of course it dived down onto the floor. So the battle was on. So for about 30 minutes, Jeff and I cleaned off shelves and tampered with this and moved that and shook this and shook that, and we chased it around the room.
Yeah.
And then finally,
Keystone Cops like.
Good times.
Yes.
At 6:45 in the morning.
Yeah.
Good times.
and Jeff is kind of panicky and is a little bit out of breath, and I'm going, just calm down, Jeff. It's okay. It's only a possum. Oh, it's a possum. It's okay. So you take the big wide broom, and I'll take the little bitty rake, and I'm going to rake it out of there. Just don't let it come back over to the corner. So we finally did and got things shooed out of the studio, and off he went down the driveway and into some plants over there in the neighbor's
Jumped in
yard.
an Uber and took off.
Yeah. So we've had the Possum Palace, the studio renamed the Possum Palace this morning.
So if anybody's got a recipe for possum for the next time,
Yeah. Well, I'm sure Granny Clampett's
Granny
got one.
Clampett would have one. Yeah.
Yep. Possum pies, possum soup,
Yep.
all that. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
all right. So it's time to move along, I think, don't you?
Yes.
And we've played this all the
We
way
rode
up.
that possum as long as we can.
We have ridden that
We've beaten
possum as
that
long as
possum,
we
see,
can.
that,
Ladies
yeah.
and gentlemen from the Saleen Club of America, Texas version, Pam Parsons. Pam, good morning to you, and thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, guys. How's everybody?
Well, we're possumed out this morning. We're out of we're out of breath, and we're working on getting a poster of Granny up here.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, but we haven't cooked it yet. We don't want to.
Oh, God.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, Pam, who do you have there next to you?
This is actually Cliff. This is Cliff Parsons, my betrothed.
Betrothed.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
we
Cliff?
can't use words like that on the air.
Yeah.
I'll get to that part here in a little bit. That's part of our Texas story.
Okay, great. Well, first of all, let's talk about Celine, because I got a chance to meet Mr. Celine up at a Dallas car show many years ago, and a rather reserved guy, very serious about his cars. Have you met him?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yes, was my description right?
Absolutely. And I appreciate, I have a conversation with Mike, and I appreciate so many people pronounce the Celine incorrectly. And I sent him a video of Steve actually telling an interviewer much long after the interview was over the correct pronunciation, which I thought was awesome. So most people want to say saline, like the solution for your eye.
Yes, I've heard that.
He wants to tell you that it's saline, like gasoline, which helps people remember how to pronounce it. So
Sure.
I appreciate that you pronounce it correctly, and I'm sure he does too.
Well, now where is he currently? Is he still in the Dallas area?
Actually, right this very second, as we speak, he's up in Pennsylvania for the Carlisle show.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I heard the count was over 3,000 cars.
Oh,
and
wow.
the Celine's, it's our 40th anniversary this year, so they did a big push on getting Celine's there. Last count I heard were over 160 from all over. So I know we have a bunch of Texas folks that are up there, but he currently still resides in Corona, California.
Oh, he's in okay.
They did bring Celine Performance Parts to Texas, so we're pretty honored about that. They've got a place up in Round Rock. And Molly, his daughter, actually runs and oversees that facility. So, yeah, they're still in California.
Well, I will tell you that at the Dallas event, it was the Dallas Auto Show, actually. Mr. Mars, were you there when he made an appearance there?
Yes, he did, but I was
elsewhere.
elsewhere, yeah.
Well, he was debuting one of his Celine supercars. Yes, was it?
S7.
S7. And it was really impressive. So was he. This guy knows his stuff.
He does know his stuff.
He doesn't have the personality of a Carroll Shelby, but I would kind of put him in that same realm because this guy is super performance-oriented, and he knows all about cars. So let's talk about the Mustang, because that's basically what you're talking about here, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And what was the first year of the Celine Mustang?
Well, the first year was technically it was a 84 model, but they started developing it in 83, but they go with an 84 because that's the product that Ford gave them. So 84 was the first year.
Now, kind of similar to Carroll Shelby, I mean, he took the Ford Mustang platform and made his own version of it.
Made it better.
And I assume that Steve Celine did the same thing.
He did. So his main reason for doing what he did was to get the performance type cars out on the streets for those of us, the regular folks, can enjoy. And so, yeah, he's done a really good job of that. And over the years, they've just gotten better and bigger and better and more fun.
Where did the modifications start? Were they engine modifications, suspension modifications? What were they?
Babe, can you help me with that?
Well, he does a little bit of all of it. He gets the car and they put all their suspension and engine modification. And on certain models, they do interiors.
Okay.
So they go from top to bottom.
I got you. So very much like Carroll Shelby did.
Pretty much, just with a different name brand and his style of work on it.
Sure. Now, have you driven a Shelby Mustang?
It's been a while, but I have.
Were there similarities between the two? I assume that there were.
Shelby's are more horsepower orientated, where Celine's are more suspension and handling orientated.
Okay, so when you get a Celine Mustang, do you order it from your dealer, or do you order it from Celine?
From Celine.
You order it from Saleen. And how does it work? Is it like other ones where they get a car from Ford Motor Company shipped to Saleen? Is that the way it works?
That is correct.
Okay. So they send it to Saleen, and he does the modifications, or his shop does.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Do they do that out in California?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And so I assume a lot of it's suspension, as you mentioned, but you say that there's also engine modifications somewhat.
Right.
Yeah, and he also does some pretty trick body modifications. You know, you can see a Saleen go down the road, and you can tell it's a Saleen because generally the front fascia, the rear wing, and stuff are all customized by his group. Now, Mr. Steve Celine does not own that company anymore, does he? That was building the cars.
Yes. He is back in charge of it.
Oh, he is. Okay.
So you couldn't take your own new Mustang there and say, this is what I want done. It would have to be them purchasing it or acquiring it from the factory. You couldn't just drive yours up there and say, do it.
I'm not sure about that. I just know that, when you call up and you say, I want to get this vehicle, they call Ford, put in an order, and have it shipped to them the majority of the time. But
Yeah, well, that makes sense. You would think that they would order the vehicle with specifications that they know they're going to have for the Saleen.
Just a starting point.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if we want to look at that sounds like that could be an interesting take. Maybe they could give us somebody over at Saleen to contact to where we could kind of get into that side of it a little bit more.
So let's talk about your Saleen. What year, what are the modifications that were done to it? Did you order it new?
yes,
What year is it?
the orange car here is an '07. It's a Parnelli Jones Boss 302. It's a tribute car, so they took a '07 car when they did not have 302s, and they pulled the motor out, and they made it a 302 cubic inch motor because Parnelli Jones said Boss 302, it's got to have 302 inch motor in it.
Okay.
So they basically rebuilt the motor, suspension, and the body, and all the interior pretty much from the ground up in that car.
And that's the one that you've got.
Yes, the orange car here.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so
Okay.
is that shaker hood? Is that something they added?
No, well, shaker hoods you could get back in '07.
Oh, okay. Did not know.
The Mach 1s had shaker hoods on them.
I got you.
And Saleen has, forgive me for saying it this way, he's kind of wandered off the reservation from time to time as well. It isn't solely Mustangs. He has done some Camaros and has done some Teslas.
I thought about that too. I didn't know where we were going with
They
that.
did for a couple of years, and he still does Camaros and Challengers.
And they did a Tesla that we got to see a couple years ago at Nashville that was, oh my God, phenomenal.
I'll bet.
It looked like a Mustang.
So
And trucks. They do trucks.
Trucks, sure. Pretty much, I would imagine anything that you want modified to have horsepower and look good.
They'll take your money and
they'll
build
take
it.
it. Yeah, sure.
Probably.
Exactly.
So let's talk about the Saleen Club. I understand that there's a Saleen Club of America and a Saleen Club of Texas. Am I wrong or right, or how does that work?
No, you're correct. The Saleen Club of America was actually formed in '03. And we have a board of directors, and then we have a handful, a couple dozen maybe regional state directors, and then we have, regional directors, and then we have state directors. So Joe Mills has been the Texas state representative for many, many years. Amazing, awesome guy. If y'all have ever had an opportunity to meet him, you'll concur. He's not going anywhere. But he decided it was time to let somebody else take over, and they picked me. So I'm ecstatic about it. A little nervous. I got some big shoes to fill, but I think I'll be okay because what I understand is that the Saleen family, Steve sometimes refers to us as a tribe. They're all about fun and driving the cars. And so if I can do events where we're out driving cars and seeing some Texas gorgeous scenery and eating good food and having all of our friends around, then I think I'll be okay.
There you go.
So,
all of the cars are numbered, correct?
yes, sir.
And generally the Saleen serial number at least for what I've seen, are actually visible as you drive by one.
on the bumper.
So they're kind of right
Yes,
on the
they're on
driver's
the-
side front bumper.
On the left bumper, yeah. So Cliff's, out of the PJs that they made in '07, I believe I've heard him say they made 500 of those. He has number 94.
Okay.
So what is the white one? Yours?
The white one is mine, but it's a Foley. It's a so we've gotten. It's a convertible, of course.
Right.
So when we do our Hill Country event in late October, early November, it's perfect weather for going topless. So we've taken her a couple of times, and I always felt bad and kind of got ribbed a little bit because I wasn't driving a Celine, so I put the banner on her. So she's a Foline, a fake Celine. But I have my Celine. We're picking up. Oh, I'm sorry, our Celine.
Now the
Our
truth
other
is out.
Celine. We're picking up in July when we go to Corona. And so we're taking the train there, and we're going to get to drive her back. So next time, if we ever get to do another interview, so we'll have both two sitting here, and
Well, there
they'll
you
both
go.
be real.
So where are you physically located?
We are actually in Lumberton, Texas, just on the other
okay.
side of Beaumont.
Yep.
So kind of close neighbors to Mike.
Yep.
Yeah, between
Yeah.
Silsby and
There goes the
Beaumont.
neighborhood.
Yeah, I was just going to say, if you know Mike, there goes
Oh,
the
boy.
neighborhood. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Riff raff.
But our getting back to our Texas event, so every state pretty much has a gathering, and they're big, and it appears that they kind of try to outdo each other. I don't understand that concept at all, but last year in October, Cliff and I actually got married at our Celine event. We call it CISA, which stands for Celine's Invade San Antonio. We go to this really nice place up in Harper, Texas. It's a Christian camp, but it's a campsite that is, once you get there, it's like nothing else around you exists. It's absolutely beautiful. And it's all about driving those back roads of the hill country, eating good food, fires in the evening, talking about stories that probably are kind of like fish stories. Some of them are half made up. Some of them are like, really? You went that fast?
Sort of like the show.
So
Yeah.
is this new Celine that you're about to pick up, is that going to take the place of the white one? Or are you just adding,
no.
are you adding to the
No.
fleet?
Adding to the fleet. Yeah, no, I'm not getting rid of the her name is Coco. No, it's too good a weather down here to get rid of a convertible.
So are you getting a Speedster, Celine? The new Speedster they released?
No,
So you're not replacing it. You're not getting a Vert.
no, we're getting a truck.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
We're getting a truck so that we can-
She's in Lumberton. You got to have a truck.
Well,
Yeah, we're getting it mainly so that we can take both vehicles to the Celine Nationals and events, and then we can actually both drive, and he can take his car. And
Oh.
so yeah, we'll trailer the PJ, and that way we'll both have fun.
what kind of a truck does Celine modify that you can buy?
We got the white label F-150 Lariat that they're turning into the Celine XR, they call it. We actually got the 2-wheel drive 4-door with the tow package and all that kind of good fun stuff. So
Well, that makes sense because you
Yeah.
can go one with it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Are you gonna tow both cars at the same time behind?
no, just the one, just the PJ.
Gotcha. All right. All right. So
makes
for
sense.
people that are interested in getting information on the Saleen Club of Texas and
Yes.
America, how do they get a hold of you?
You know what? In this world of technology, the easiest thing to do, obviously, is Facebook. And Facebook is phenomenal about keeping everybody updated on what we're doing and where we're going and who all's going. So Facebook, it's the Saleen Club of America. And then you can also do the Saleen Club of America -Texas.
Dash
And then our
Texas,
website.
okay.
And then our website, of course, is the Saleen Club of America.
Conrad actually has you
.com.
pulled up on his computer.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put it up on our
Yeah.
social
So
media.
do y'all do some things with the Wild Horse Mustang Club?
We do. We're actually getting ready to go on the Picket House cruise as we meet the Northside folks and the Mustang Club of Houston folks down here at Koontz, and then we all cruise into Woodville to go eat really good food at the Picket House. So yeah, we're going to be leaving here in about an hour to go meet everybody.
Well, if I were to bring my Corvette, would I be shunned?
Yes.
Shut up, Conrad.
Or you'd be shunned
No,
just- you'd be
we'll.
shunned just
I'll
because
go
it's
grab
you.
the bag of kitty litter and bring it with us.
Okay.
Oh.
You know, I'm feeling a theme on this. Every time she said they're going on a cruise, there's food involved. There's always
Oh yeah,
good
always.
food.
Always.
I'm going to go buy a Mustang
Always.
just for that.
Well,
Fun, food, and friendship.
well, Mr. and Mrs. Parsons, it has been a true pleasure to talk to you about the Saleen Club of Texas and America and all of the good things that Steve Celine's turning out of his shop, and we certainly appreciate it. And Mr. Mars is going to be on a mission here in a couple of weeks to get a hold of Steve Celine, have an interview with him.
Awesome. Sounds good.
Thank you again. Y'all take care. Have a
Thanks.
good time on your trip.
Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. You too. Okay, time now for the cruise-in calendar. That's the cruise-in calendar. Can I start off?
Is that the cruise-in calendar?
That's the cruise-in calendar.
Go ahead.
Tomorrow,
Go ahead. Start
Yay,
off, Don.
tomorrow.
tomorrow is going to be Chrome and Coffee, and that's going to be at the Avalon Diner and the Fountains out on 59, the Southwest Freeway, real near 90A. So be sure and go, 9 a.m. to noon. Yours truly will be there. I may even wash the Corvette and take you if it doesn't rain.
You bringing hero cards and doing autographs for people?
No.
No, I'm not. No, I don't have any hero
Mars,
cards.
we need to get hero cards for Don.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
And the
Okay.
rain's going to hold off until afternoon, so it should be a good event.
I think so. What else?
Well, so they also have Cars and Crawfish in Hewitt, Texas.
But that smells good.
This afternoon.
Yuck.
The Conroe Cruisers cruise in at the Kroger's Marketplace off of 336 in West Conroe. Starts tonight at 6 p.m. Also tonight at 8 p.m. is Tacos and Chili. Boy, I bet you that's a great smelling cruise in.
That's better than possums.
And that's going to be at
That's in the chili.
that's going to be off of West Little York here in Houston. That's an open cruise in. Rods at Riley's Tavern off of FM 1102 in New Braunfels.
We need to kind of move it along here.
Yeah,
And then the Aggieland Outfitters Coffee and Cars is tomorrow morning starting at 8 a.m. And you already did it.
Okay.
Coffee and Chrome.
All right. If you'd like to get in touch with us, shoot us an email. The address here is info@inwheeltime.com. Time now for this hour's car review. Had a chance to drive the 2024 Subaru Crosstrek, which is basically a small crossover because it's based on the Impreza. Okay? It's an Impreza on steroids, let's put it that way. Available trim levels are base, premium, sport, limited, and there's going to be another one called Wilderness coming this fall. The reviewed trim level is the Limited, which right now is the top of the line. This is a small SUV. It seats 5 people, including the driver. Exterior changes, complete redesign for 2024. This is the 3rd generation. I did not realize that. Exterior features, small, edgy design with high-mounted headlights. And I say an edgy design on a Subaru? What? You got to be kidding me. Yeah, it is. Forward-tilting black wheel opening accents. Yellow highlights on black trim works well. That's in the upper trim levels. Has trim-specific wheels as well. What I liked about it, I liked those yellow accents on this particular trim level. What could use improvement? There's a big question mark I have here. I don't know. Interior highlights, great dash design with integrated infotainment touchscreen. Cloth seating has a unique pattern that fits with its off-road vibe. Well-placed controls and user-friendly center console. Fold flat second row has a rugged off-road look when you fold it down. So the interior is all rubberized with a covering over it.
So you can get it dirty.
Yeah, you can get it dirty. What I liked
Getting
about
dirty with Don.
the cargo trunk room, well, it's small, but it is adequate back there. What I liked, the thoughtful, cleaner interior. Because so many of these SUVs that try to pretend to be off-road really are not. They're just gussied up to be. This one is.
It's got good-looking seats. Look like they're pretty comfortable.
A standard engine in this is a 2-liter flat 4 with 152 horsepower. Now, This particular trim level had a 2.5-liter Boxer engine, flat four, horizontally opposed, 182 horsepower, 178 pound-feet of torque. The transmission is a CVT with, it feels like it has 8 speeds in
Shift
it.
points.
Mm-hmm, shift points. Then it works very well, and it feels good. All-wheel drive is standard on most Subarus. Not all, but most. And this particular one is all-wheel drive as well. 26 miles per gallon city. And rated for 33 on the highway for a combined of 29. I got 29.7 miles per gallon over 343.6 miles. What I liked about it? Love that 2.5 liter. Plenty of power. Powered perfectly for the size and weight of this vehicle. It's a small vehicle, and it works well. It gets great gas mileage, too. Ride and handling, it's got a new steering system on it that's taken from the WRX, which is their performance model.
Hot rod.
Yep, and it works well. What I liked about it is smooth on-road handling and dampening and off-road capability. It's awesome. What could use improvement? Nothing. I think they nailed it with this one. You haven't driven it yet, have you?
No, not yet.
Oh, you're going to love this. Base trim price, $30,895. Prices tested, $34,635. The base model price, $24,995.
Good price range.
Yes, very much so. Competitors, I had to really work to find competitors to this because there really isn't one. Not with the Boxer engine, not with anything about it.
All the package together.
All of it packaged together. Honda HR-V comes close at $27,495. Kia Seltos at $29,990, and the Buick Encore for $26,800. But that really doesn't compare.
No.
But in size and price, it does kind of. But I would encourage you to go and take a look at the Subaru Crosstrek because I really did like it. All right. The N-Wheel Time Car Talk Show is available 24/7 through the iHeartRadio app. Just look for N-Wheel Time Car Talk. We also video stream on Facebook, YouTube, and NWheelTime.com, and podcasts are at your fingertips on over a dozen of the most popular podcast outlets, including iHeartRadio. Don't forget that. The N-Wheel Time Car Talk Show continues right after this quick break. Everyone at the Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise In at the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, thank you for participating in the best cruise in around and look forward to seeing you again. You'll hear about the next cruise-in date right here on N-Wheel Time. Next time you're in the West Houston Energy Corridor area, be sure and stop in at the original Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex at I-10 and Highway 6 or the Katy location on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard. When passing through Beaumont or College Station, stop in and have Lupi's award-winning beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. There's always a celebration at Lupi Tortilla. Lupi Tortilla founder Stan Holt and his wife Sheila are winning racers on the NHRA drag racing circuit and have a collection of hot rods and classics that everyone appreciates. Look for them at the next Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise-In. The date will be announced soon and will once again be held at the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex on 99 and Kingsland Boulevard, just south of I-10 and Katy. We'll give you all the details right here on the N-Wheel Time Car Talk Show and online. Donations benefit God's Garage. We'll see you then. You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com. The award-winning N-Wheel Time Car Talk Show is available on the most popular podcast channels out there in 30-minute episodes. We realize our 3-hour live show can be difficult to catch in its entirety, so now you can listen every day to a convenient, fresh 30-minute episode. Check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, and Audible, along with a dozen more. N-Wheel Time has the most informative automotive guest interviews and new car reviews, along with popular features including Conrad's Car Clinic and This Week in Auto History, along with automotive news headlines. Our live broadcast airs every Saturday, 8 to 11 Central on NWheelTime.com, the iHeart app, and on YouTube. Be sure to say hello when we're broadcasting from the Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise In, Autorama, and the Houston Auto Show, among others. Now, it's easier than ever to hear about all things automotive all week long. You're invited to join fellow car enthusiasts in becoming part of the ever-growing In Wheel Time Car Talk family. Don't forget those 30-minute podcast episodes on your favorite podcast channel. That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.